Hi everybody, welcome to DIY Dream Wedding. My name's Kim and I create bespoke wedding bouquets and connect with you online to create the bouquet of your dreams. Hi everyone, I'm going to show you the next part of this lovely Alice in Wonderland wedding bouquet. So I've actually made, you can see I've progressed a bit with this. I've done the back, okay, and I've done the cups, and I'm going to show you how to make the cup. Okay, this is made with craft foam. Okay, and all the cups are going to be similar. They're going to have a symbol of one of the playing cards on it, so that's a heart, and then I'm going to do the diamonds on another one. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, I've got the teapot here, which I'm going to do the same way as the cups. Okay, I'm going to show you that in another video. Okay, so that is how we're going to do it. We're going to do like all the cups kind of coming down like that. I'm also going to show you how to do the back of this, to do the back of this disc, but first of all I'm going to start with the cups because I know nobody's seen how to do those. Okay, so I'm just going to move this over. Yeah, so if you want to have a look and see what sort of result we will have, you can go back on the videos and have a look at the steampunk wedding bouquet, which I've already made. And I'm still completing it, but I've nearly finished it now. So there we go. So basically I've got this. This is a part of the progress of how we do the cups, okay? But I'll explain that to you as we go through. So I'm going to take you through the whole progress of making this cup. And at the very beginning, what we do is we draw round a template. And this is a template that I made originally. And so I'm going to draw around this cup with a pencil. Okay. I've got two templates, one's bigger than the other one, and I'll explain that as I go through the process of doing this. Okay, so just drawing around this cup. You can tape it onto the cardboard if you want. This is very thin. It's almost like a cardboard box cardboard. Okay, you want to be able to cut through it, okay, with your scissors or a knife. So there we are. So there we go. So that's that. So I've just drawn that on. Actually, I could probably zoom in on that, but I've done that now. So let me know how you are and whether you're enjoying these videos. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And if you are watching, where are you watching from? Be nice to know that as well. So I'm going to just zoom in a tiny little bit so you can see. You might be able to see the markings more of this cup. Okay. So what I'm going to do first of all. First of all, what I'm going to do is, I've got this idea of just cutting this out first with a knife. So this is a floristry knife that I'm using. Before I cut the whole cup out, I'm going to do it this way. And you can use a Stanley knife for this. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the cardboard like this, and then I'm going to basically turn it over and do the same on the other side, so that I know that's kind of gone through there like that. Yeah, I can feel that's gone through. I try to make it meet up with the okay. What's really difficult is these curves. These curves can be quite hard to do, but this is how I do it. Okay, basically just going along. You could practice, you could just put it on. This is a scrap piece of card, so it really doesn't matter. If I go wrong, I just do it again, basically. So just try and push that in through the cardboard as much as you can. I normally do that twice. Sorry, the table's shaking a little bit. It always does that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I think. So you want to be able to see that from the other side so you can actually go over that again. That would be easier if this knife was heavier, but it's not. So okay, so just basically then you can just go round. You can go around that line that you can just about see there. It's going through. There we are. Just a bit more on the other side. It's not quite. Just putting your pressure down on. That's it, like that. Sometimes you can I do this for the fiddly bits. The rest of it I just cut with scissors. Okay, that's just what I do. The rest. Okay, just bring that around like that. And you can tell, see, then it just comes out like that. Okay, you can see that's the handle of the cup there. Right, and then I just take my bigger scissors, wherever they are, there they are, and just cut the rest of the cup out. Just cut around it first. It makes it easier if you can cut around it first and then cut it out. Okay, so you just use the same 2 templates for every cup. That way you know they're all going to be the same shape. Okay, right, so there we are. So yeah, I had to measure the shape before. That's why I've got so many different ones there. But yeah, that's what you need to do. And then just cut round. Oh, I can see now why I didn't cut the middle out first. Don't cut this bit out first because it makes the handle weak. But there we go, so just like that. I'm going to go down like that because that's quite difficult to... There we go, it's quite difficult to get your scissors in there. So it's almost like you have to cut that backwards to get... That's it. I think you can you see? I'm just having a look to see what I'm filming. Yeah, so let me know how you are if you come on. I always say the same things, I know, but it'd be lovely to know how you're doing and things like that, and what you've been up to. There we are, so that's that. And I'm not going to bother doubling that up. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then what I do is, it's the same as the other things I've done. Same as the disc and everything. I ribbon it up like this, okay? So I can show you a little bit of that ribboning. It's a bit, that glue gun's come on now. So you ribbon it up, and then you if you want to make your template, what you do is you draw around your cup when you've got the ribbon on, okay? That way it will allow for the thickness of the ribbon as well. And that's what I've done with this template here. Okay, as you can see, if I turn that over, that is outside the cup shape, which is good because that means it's going to cover this ribbon and you're going to get this lovely lovely effect, okay, where you can't see the ribbon, only at the edge. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to just show you how to ribbon this up a little bit. I've got these pieces already cut, and what I wanted to show you really was also how to do the handle, because I've decided now, rather than doing it in pieces like I did with the other ones, I'm going to wrap it round. So I'll just wrap it round instead of doing little bits. And this is a 1 centimetre wide ribbon, okay? So basically just put some glue on your handle and wrap it round like this. So I'm not going to do the whole of this, which is why I did the other cup. I've already done the other cup, okay? So I'm just going to show you bits of it. So yeah, just basically wrap that round, yeah, and just put a little piece of glue on there as you're going around, just to keep it in place. And all you want to do is cover the edge, just the edge, okay? But I just think it's easier maybe to wrap it round than do lots of little pieces. It's less fiddly, I think. That's the only reason why I decided to do it this way, because really you're not going to see this front bit like I showed you before. You're just going to see the edge, okay? So you can cover that any which way you want, really. Okay, so we just bring that over like that. So we're just wrapping that round all the way round your handle, okay? So that is how you do that bit, right till you get the other end. Then you cut it, and what I do is I seal the end so it doesn't fray. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other part of this, which is this edge bit here. Okay, and this is done with a wider or a thicker ribbon. Okay, I did have a smaller piece. Actually, what I do here with these corners is I just glue them on. I just glue it on like this. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. So I just basically, this wouldn't be on here, I'd have cut this off. do that first, but I just want to show you these funny awkward bits and how to do it. Okay, so just bring that like that, and then just pull that tight there at the side, and that will give you your corner there. Okay, just like this. Just pull that across like that. Yeah, because really all you're going to see is a little tiny bit of that edge, so it doesn't really matter if this bit underneath is untidy, because that's going to get covered up. Okay, we just want to make sure that this is flat, because if it's not flat you're going to have problems getting that foam on there. And actually you could probably cut that piece shorter, but as long as you can get your foam on there, that's fine. Okay, see, that's a bit messy, it doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. Okay, and then just basically just carry on like this. Actually, this ribbon could be a little bit not as long as that. You don't need to have it that long. It all depends, obviously, how big your cup is as to how long your ribbon's going to be. Okay, I go a bit too far sometimes with the length of the ribbon. But what you can do, actually, what I should do is just bring it halfway along that ribbon, and it's not going to come so far on the other side. But neatness really doesn't matter with this part. You just got to make sure that the edge is, you're overlapping the ribbon on the edge there. Okay, like that. So you could use this idea for lots of different themed weddings. So yeah, you can make your own theme up, basically. So there we are. So that's that. I'll just glue that down a bit more there. Okay, and the handle, this bit here, I do the same. Okay, so we just go all the way around with that, all the way around with this, and then we stick our foam on the top. Okay, and the way that we measure our foam, just have a little think how we do that, is, yeah, we do use this another template. So after we've done this, like I said, after we've done the ribboning, we draw around this, okay, to create our next template. So all in all, you would have 2 different templates. Okay, right, so I hope this explains it properly for you. I hope it does. Right, so this is, we're going to actually draw out our craft foam with this template. Okay, and I think I've got some scrap here that will do for that. So we just draw around that with something pointed, so we're just indenting that foam. Okay, so we're just going to indent this just like this all the way around. Okay, and what I like to do, and probably doesn't really matter with this, but I'm going to mark it anyway, but what I like to do is when I'm sticking this on, I like to mark what side, which way around I'm going to stick this. But I think with this design it doesn't matter as much, but that's what I like to do. Right, so I'm 2 or 3 steps ahead explaining to you, but what you do here is you just draw around your template. Okay, and then you just cut it out like this. So I'm just going to cut round, and I think I'm going to do teapot the same, so you will see this repeated a few times. Okay, there we are. So just basically cut that out with your scissors. I think that's the best thing. And the middle bit, obviously the middle bit you've got to cut out with a knife, I think, because you know, it's a lot easier to do it that way. Okay, you see this? I think you can. Okay, so just going around, and this is where you've got to be neat, because if it's not neat, you're going to see this. You're going to see this bit. This is a bit that's going to be on show. Okay, although there's always ways of covering these things up if it doesn't quite work. So I like to use, this is just an old sketch pad I'm using here, just to protect my table while I cut my, I just cut the middle of my handle out here like this. This is a lot easier, as you can see, it's a lot easier to cut through that. Cut through. Okay, so we just try to keep to the line as much as you can, because you don't really want too much variation in the shape of the cups, and you really want that line to be quite smooth as well. I mean, not mine. My work is never. Oh, nobody's work's perfect, is it? But I do try to now. This is like the first time I've done this design, but as I go along, the more I do it, the more neater I get with it. So, yeah. So if you've just come on, this is Alice in Wonderland Wedding Bouquet, and what was I going to say? This is a new design, so I take you through the whole of the design process on this channel, okay? And I think I might do that all the time, I'm not sure. There we are. It's just so lovely just to be able to show people how I progress with these things. It makes me feel a bit more challenged, if you know what I mean. So then what you're going to do is you're going to stick that onto your ribboned, I've got one I prepared earlier like Blue Peter, onto your ribboned cup like this. And you want all of these edges to be inside your cup, so you can sort of see there where I have actually gone off a little bit, but it doesn't notice. But you really need to keep to that size so that you don't go over the edge or anything like that. So what I like to do now is mark what side. See, I could do it that way. Doesn't really matter which way you do this. So I think that's better. There's more space on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark just in the middle there, just a line like that, okay? And then on the back, I'm going to do the same with a pencil, okay? So that I know which way I'm going to put that on. Mind you, you probably say it's different, you'll know by what way around you put it, but I can't, for some reason I have problems with that, so I mark it. Okay, because what you want to do now is you want to draw around this again. Okay, because we want two of these. We want one for the back. So we use this piece. And we just draw around this like we did before. And then we'll stick that on. We'll stick that on. So everything that I do, I have like, I have a template which I draw around, and I draw these for freehand, these cups and things. You could probably find these cups on the internet and print them out and draw around them, okay, these sort of things, okay, but that's how I do mine. You've only got to find an image on the internet and make it work. Okay, so there we are. So that is that. So we're just going to cut around this one. So I just wanted to show you this all the way through so that you know how it works. Yeah, we're still filming, okay. Right, so then we're just going to cut round this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is cut out the middle of the handle again, like I did before. So if you have the same template for each cup, the same two templates, you should always have the same shaped cups. Okay, there shouldn't be any variation. It's just getting the hang of it, really. I mean, I found with the steampunk one at the beginning, it was terrible. Variation was terrible, but as you go on, you start to know how to do that, you know, how to draw things out and stuff like that. So that's gone all the way through there. And then we're just going to just bring that round like this. Bring your foam round rather than your knife. It's easier that way. Okay. Okay, that's not quite gone through. Let's So we bring it around again a little bit more. Make sure you come right to the edge so you can push that out. Sometimes it doesn't quite go. Okay. That's it, that'll do. Don't pull it too much because you get bobbly bits, but there we are, that's worked for that. Okay, and then we're going to just stick those on. So let me just get our cut back. And we know this one goes on this way. Okay, and the glue gun's all heated up. So first of all, I'm going to make sure that this actually does work for this side of the cup, and it does. Okay, so we're going to first of all stick this one on. Okay, you can see that there's a gap around the edge, and that's what you want. You want it to be like that, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift. I know where I want that to be, so I'm going to kind of put some glue just underneath like that. It's finding a method that works for you, really, but I just think once you've glued it in one place, you know that that's going to work, okay, and that's going to stay where it is, okay. And then what you do is you just glue all the way around like this, and in the middle, okay, like that, and then stick that down like this, okay, and then the other side like that. We're still in shot, aren't we? Yeah. This side is a lot easier because you've got that piece on, so you could line it up with that other piece. Okay, and then you will get better at this. I did find that to begin with, I found it quite a little bit difficult to line it up. It's not as easy as it, it's not easy to begin with, I don't think, but you will get it. You will get it. Once you've got your shapes right, then you can just stick them on, and it's a good idea to mark them and make sure one bit fits before you put the other piece on. There we are, that's your cup. There we are. What I've also done here, let me just show you, is I've actually cut a heart shape out, but I'm going to do a diamond. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll draw it on now to show you how I did it, because I haven't actually drawn my diamond out. So with a diamond, should we do a diamond? Yeah, see, that's the thing, you've got to make sure now I've got to have a little think about that. So what I'll do is, because I really wanted to do the whole thing and I didn't think I won't have a diamond, let's have a go. So I think with a diamond you need to have a line in the middle which is equal. Is that right? You could have it. Mark the line in the middle, perhaps. I'm guessing at this, okay. And then maybe draw how big you want that to be. I'm just going to measure the size of this. I think let's just go down, and so this is what I do. I just draw out what I want. I just draw it out. Okay, so we're just gonna, don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I didn't plan on doing this. Sorry, I didn't plan on doing this on the video, but I've decided maybe I'll just try and do it like this. Okay, so it's like a kite shape, isn't it? I don't know if this is big enough. I'm going to have to go off and perfect this, but as you can see, this is what I do. I draw. I don't think this is big enough. It's too small. But that's what I do. Things like that, I freehand them. Okay, so I'm going to come back and do that. But I have actually got... Wait a second. So sorry about this. I did have my... Oh, there we go. I have got my tea one, so you can sort of see how I'm doing this. So this is the tea, and it's just like drawn out as a paper. That's how I do that. So that's almost all the cup done. So that's the important bit of the cup. So then what I'm going to do is just show you how to just put this last piece on the back here. If I can find, there's what, I think one more piece, a sheet of this thing. So I'm going to, basically all you do with this is you just glue this down like this. So I need some more glue there. So you can see here what we've done here. You can go back and have a look at the videos and you'll see what we've actually done here is exactly the same as what I showed you on the cup. Very similar. You're just ribboning the edge of the disc. And then you're just going to cut around that with the scissors. I just find it's easier to do it this way than it is to, so what I like to do here is I like to go kind of along, try to do it the same as the top piece of foam, or even like just maybe a bit less, take it in a bit nearer, because you just don't want to see the ribbon, and you don't want to see the foam either. So it's just, you want it to look so you can't see the edge of the foam or the ribbon. Okay, so just cut that. Don't worry about the neatness too much, because if it's a little bit untidy on one side, you can choose what side you're going to use, and you can decorate the edge if there's any problems with that. Okay, you can actually decorate that. I might even bring that in a little bit more. Try not to make it too jaggedy. Yeah, try not to. Don't cut it away too much, because if you cut it away too much, you're going to have, it's not going to be as round. But there we are. I think that will work. That will work. Okay. So what we've got now, let me just refresh you what we've got so far. And I'm going to do the teapot the same way, so you sort of know what I'm going to do next. Okay. Let's go the other way a bit. That's a bit too close. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, so we've got two teacups. I'm going to do another teacup the same way. Okay. So that's how you do that. And then I'm going to put these underneath. These are empty ribbon reels underneath like this. Okay, but what I'm going to do, I think with this, I might have to, I want this teapot to be on here as well. So yeah, I think we'll just about get another cup on the top there like that, and we might do spillage of tea as well to make it a little more realistic. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can see what's going on there. Okay then, so I really do hope that you like these videos as much as I like creating these things, that you like the videos too. Okay, so yeah, you would cut these pieces out just with foam and then stick them on the top like that. I might come back and show you how to do that. I just didn't have the diamond done, and that could take a little bit of time getting the size right. Okay, so yeah, I really do hope you like what you see. I'm going to do the... keep thinking of things to tell you. I'm going to probably do the saucer separate, so I might do that the same way as the cups. Yeah, so if you like what you see, don't forget to press the like button and comment below, and also because it helps the channel to grow, and also don't forget to subscribe. There's a little bell at the bottom, and you can subscribe to, and then you'll get these videos regularly, and that will also help the channel as well. So yeah, welcome to DIY Dream Weddings if you're new to this channel, and I hope feel inspired to maybe create some bouquets, or if not, you can contact me and I can work with you to create your dream wedding bouquet. Okay, on my website or on Facebook. Yeah, the links will be in the description when I put this video on. Okay then, so yeah, over and out. Bye bye for now. Bye.